this year across 4 events. They're just obviously not pushing her too much just yet. We got to the champions in Incheon, lost in the round of 16 to Chen Meng, 3-0. And at the Singapore Smash, the other event that she was at, lost in the round of 16 as well to Sun Ying Sha by the same scoreline.
I think they've got to be very careful with, how often she is, of course, playing.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want with somebody at her age is to have a burnout.
Correct.
And, there's only so much that the body can take, no matter how good you are as an athlete. I think she's got a great, bunch of people around her, her family, her coach, her brother. And I think they'd be the best ones to advise her, which is what...
She's just trying to take the pace off from time to time here, Harimoto. A good tactic.
And Wang Manyu just waiting for the right time to accelerate. This is what she's been doing. It's just had that opportunity and had to grab it.
Yeah. Again, that penultimate shot, just a little pace off it.
I think one of the smart bits that Harimoto has put in perspective recently is where she spoke about how when she's faced with a problem or going through anything to do with the playing, she goes back to family and to the coaches. That's it. She doesn't try to just solve it herself, but she first seeks advice.
Oh, the opportunity was there, wasn't it, for Harimoto?
He just backed that off, and I think, giving Wang Manyu the lead here is not the smartest to do. Well, she almost had it together.
7-4.
If not, well, scale the net there or scrape the net. Once again, well, the net will come in apart. And this is normally, I would say, a worry. Because when you get to this spot and you know that Wang Manyu is about 7 or 8 points ahead, and that's when she starts really laying it on thick. And I think Harimoto will have to be careful of that. You've got to keep pace with her. If you don't, the Chinese athlete will just, well, finish it.
Yeah, so a bit of little problematic here for MIWA Harimoto. As she's surging here, Wang Manyu. 5-point lead now.
No flash, please. 4-9.
Fighting back as well as we can. Gotta keep churning out a few good serves every now and then, but that's a problem when you're playing, one of the top players. They tend to read your serve the second time around.
Oh, she'll take that right now, Harimoto. Still trailing by 3. Lovely backhand down the line from her.
Absolutely well done. I think she needs to, try and win as many points as she can with avoiding any sort of exchanges or rallies.
Just warning there on the serve, Wang Manyu. Trying to change the angle up, Harimoto didn't work. 4 game points, Wang Manyu.
That's exactly what I was saying, Shez, right through these last 2 games and this one, the previous one. You've got to try and avoid your rallies with Wang Manyu. I mean, she feeds off this, so it's like you're serving her up an opportunity to win.
Second time we've had this flash warning from the crowd. People
Respect
just
the
gotta-
athlete.
Yeah,
People, respect the athlete.
it's a simple thing to do, or not do. Missed it. Harimoto and Wong Manu has won the second as well. It's looking good for her.
There's no doubt about it.
So, Wong Manu takes the second game, 11-6 against MIWA Harimoto. She is 2-0 up here. Semi-final.
正在搜索当中，让我们看一看镜头非常大片呢。来吧，我们试一下吧。镜头准备，来，我们这位中间的小朋友来模仿一下我们平时的表情好不好？哇哦，恭喜你获得由你所提供的运动水头一个。要想放大量，看看第二位模仿小新能做到吗？ 相信这个比赛即将继续。
So it's back to, well, the table, more importantly. It's game number 3 here in the first semi-final between MIWA Harimoto and Wong Manu. And Wong Manu leads 2 games to love.
Now, this is key, and I think we may see a timeout called in this third game if Wong Manu starts to race away with it, because she'll be absolutely desperate to, Harimoto that is, to not allow Wong Manu to run away with this and take a 3-0 lead.
You were saying something, Chess.
This is key.
She's just picking up the points, isn't
Yeah.
she?
Doesn't want this to happen.
Will put a point of her own. I think the key is that Harimoto should not get overwhelmed, but knowing how mature she is, you know, Chess, I don't think that will really happen. It's just about who is the better player today.
Yeah, that's nicely done. It was right to the corner, that shot. This is good. Harimoto will be pleased.
Well, she's in the lead for the first time.
Harimoto, you and I have kind of been talking about this third game syndrome where a player has won the first 2 pretty easily, and then suddenly it just switches, doesn't it?
Falls back. Maybe that's the break period. Need to reboot. So Harimoto leading now by 3 points.
Yeah, she suddenly just picked it up here. MIWA Harimoto.
Well, she's fighting. I think she's really fighting back.
Oh, off the edge now. Leads by 4.
Whether it's off the edge or whether it's off the net, I think all are welcome right now for Harimoto. She needs those points to keep all going ahead. That's the first time that Wong Manu's knocked it out during a quick rally.
5-point lead.
Harimoto actually in control. But off that shot. And
8 points in a row here. So that run is finally broken by Wong Man-yu, but has it come too late in this game?
Well, I think it's interesting to see how, Harimoto pulled it all together. She was 2 games down, but the second game was not really the best fight.
3-9.
She's actually ruling this. Wow. Well controlled that. Was totally well in command here over the Chinese rival. And if you can dictate, well, the course of action with a particular point, I think you're pretty much in a position to win that game.
Well, she brings us back 2-1. I think she'll be pretty pleased with this.
Well, I think that's interesting because, she'll be up with her confidence levels. Will be interesting. Talking of which, I have a very interesting thing to tell you about food, Chess.
10-4.
All is 10-4. That's 6 game points from MIWA Harimoto.
What a change this is, isn't it? What a change from what we were looking at.
Oh, the net playing a big role in that. One of those game points saved.
Well done there. Wong Man-yu, she won't give up. 4 game points for MIWA Harimoto. Absolutely phenomenal finish there from her, using that similar backhand she's done so many times over.
11-6.
So MIWA Harimoto takes that 3rd game. All important for her to keep herself in the hunt. Massive, massive one for her. Be sure delighted.
It's funny when you think about the backhand, how both these players have such similar backhand, strokes, and how they actually use it against each other, at opportune times, especially when they're playing against the forehand of the other. Very, very interesting here.
MIWA Harimoto taking the 3rd game here, 11-6, but she's still trailing 2-1 against Wong Man-yu. So this is nicely poised now with MIWA Harimoto pulling one back here and trailing 2-1.
I think it would be amazing to see, MIWA Harimoto probably equalize. Just set this up for a big one. Harimoto 2 points ahead.
Yeah, well, she would have just got that confidence now, wouldn't she? MIWA Harimoto.
I think that previous game did a world of good, but you know, hats off to her. I mean, it's all credit to her because you know, coming out of those 2 games and then, well, fighting back to claim one on her own. That's her own doing.
Last on the board for Wang Manyu. And let's just remind you, Wang Manyu beat Adina Diakonu 4-0. Very comfortable. And then Manika Batra also fairly comfortable. And then in the round 16, Manika to 1-4-0. After that, Hina Hayata again, comfortable, 4-1. That could have been a tricky one for her. She's got 3 points in a row. Important for Wang Manyu because MIWA Harimoto looked like she was on a real roll there.
Wang Manyu's fighting back, and I did tell you, Shaz, that you know, she comes from such humble roots, this girl, and extremely, and she still stayed a humble girl at heart. And I said I was going to mention something about food to you, and you've got to hear this. When she was young, every time she'd win a game, her coach or her dad would take her out for a treat, which is for bak pao, which she really likes, which is steamed buns with a meat filling.
Oh.
She still loves those, even now.
Well, she might treat herself to this at the moment, the way she's going. 4 points in a row here against MIWA Harimoto.
I think Harimoto's got to put on a thinking cap here. She can't let her get away with it, because if she starts, you know, blazing a trail, Wang Manyu. Harimoto's going to feel the heat, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Well, this is kind of like the run that MIWA Harimoto went on in the
Absolutely.
previous game.
It's just time for Wang Manyu to say right back at you.
I wonder whether she might call a timeout shortly just to stop this if it continues.
I think a point like that,
Yeah.
just save the timeout.
MIWA Harimoto beat Motang of Canada 3-1 in the group stages, and then Kim Na-young 4-0. Moving to the knockout stages. The big story of the group stages was her beating Wang Yidi, the number 4 in the world, and the same scoreline against Adriana Diaz to get here.
She's just steamrolling it right now. Bringing on the points. She's going in for those fast winners. Also wants to avoid those rallies.
Yeah, 7 of the last 8 points have gone her way.
I have never seen Marlin so animated in the last couple of days.
Does she want to stop this maybe? No, we'll continue. This is running away from her, this third game, it's 4th game.
It is, and very fast. I think young Harimoto's got to think. And if it's not the timeout, she's got to think for herself carefully. That's much better from her, as long as she can keep those points coming in.
Oh, gone long there, disappointing.
Sometimes you just got to look back, Shez, and see just what's the way that you know, Wang Manyu is playing right now in this game. She's got the more aggressive hand here.
Left, 9-5.
Just pushing Harimoto back a little bit.
Yeah, this is almost like a mirror image of the other game. the previous one. 5 game points for Wang Manyu.
She's just changing things around, isn't she?
Let 10-5.
5 game points, still going for it. One of them saved. Ball at the net, wasn't it, that one? And Wang Manyu wins the game.
She's had about 6 or 7 points she has won at the net. Maybe. That is fantastic. It knocks out rally. Absolutely love that play right at the net.